There's no such thing as a fucking spiritual community. Y'all motherfuckers trying to mix how you feel as a human being with how things are esoterically. That shit don't work like that. It doesn't fucking work like that. That's why you're fucking running into all these obstacles, listening to all these dumbass people. All these people are just preachers. You know how you trying to run from the church and all their religion and all that shit and their structures and their rules and how you need to be order to get to some sort of promised land, or if you don't do that, you're not going to get to the promised land. It's the same fucking shit. Y'all are just trying to revamp Christianity, or revamp fucking Catholicism, revamp fucking... It's very important to be authentic. Your true self, who you really are. We don't even notice how often we put on these character roles. That's not even who we really are. Just in our daily activities and our interactions with other people. You know, someone walks by and says hi, you say hi back, even if you didn't feel like saying hi. Like, it's an unwritten rule that if you don't say hi, then you're a piece of shit person. And I'm not saying disregard people, I'm just trying to break it down to the microcosm of how we act in our daily activities. And by act, I mean put on a character. We put on a role, we play a role to fit a particular storyline. But most of your life, you're not living your storyline. Most of your life, you're living up to some sort of script that's been provided, a way to get to where you think you want to go, rules, guidelines on how to do it, and more often how to act to be able to acquire those things. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm definitely saying that you got to be authentic all the time. But I do understand that sometimes you have to pick your battles. You know, you may want to yell sometimes, but you know, you're in the library type shit. Fuck a library. Not fuck a library, but you know, fuck rules. But on some real shit, fucking mosquito. On some real shit though, being authentic is always great when it serves you. So your authentic self should always be the version of you that serves you. Physically, mentally, you know what I'm saying? We get caught up in these patterns of living where we're every day and we're more in the unauthentic than we are authentic. We're more playing as method actors, you know, as opposed to being our comfortable selves. And I know that a lot of times it's necessary for us to play a part, but we don't understand that you get into this routine of playing this role, and you play this role so often, and you get these results from this role, right, that you may be satisfied with, or you come to an agreement with yourself that you are satisfied with them. And then so you kind of trick yourself into thinking that it's best for you to stay as that character because you're getting the best of life from that character. After some time, you lose who you really are. The energy that you have reserved for who you truly are, the actions that you truly want to take, you know, it dwindles down. That energy dwindles down. It's like a battery. The more you try to boost it, the more you try to charge your internal battery. What I mean by that, the more you try to stay true to who you are. A lot of y'all don't even know how to stay true to who you are. You're so busy trying to keep up with something that you used to be. But that's just one aspect. Keeping up with something that you used to be, or keeping up with something that you think you need to be. You know? All these rules and regulations and guidelines. And it's like they society sets up these default templates, and you grab that template and it's like, okay, like black people, white people, what the fuck is that? Let's just talk to like the words. You know how I talk about words? Let's talk about the words. Black. Like someone's gonna look at me and they're gonna call me a black person, right? A so-called black person, right? And when I say so-called black person, it's so often called black person. Just because something is so often done doesn't make it fact. So-called black person, right? But take a look at my face. Look at my skin. That's brown. Look at my mustache. That's black. So how can I be just on the definition of the term, the basic definition of the term, a color black? I'm not. So when I say I'm not black, how do some people feel about that? Now you're gonna find a group of people or someone out there that's gonna find offense to that, take offense to that. Oh, this nigga think he is saying he's not black. Motherfucker Uncle Tom, motherfucker Sambo this, whatever the fuck. But why would you be getting upset? Why? I'm not saying you're wrong for being upset, but you're playing the character role. You see, what there's a criteria that comes with being black. That term that's been bestowed upon us. There's a criteria that comes with being black, and part of that criteria is not saying that you're not black. Think about it. Who told you were black? Who told you were black? Everybody's so pro black, so pro African, so pro Kemet, so pro all of that, right? Show me where in any of those papyruses, any of the walls, you know what I'm saying, the wall paintings where you seeing anything written as black. When did they ever call themselves that? When did they ever call themselves black? They never did. They never did. This was a label provided to the type of people that look like me, and we rolled with it. We accepted it. We were like, all right. At some point. So let's think back. Let's replace the word black. Let's say the word was moron. Let's say they decided, you know what I'm saying, the timekeepers, the third dimensional timekeepers, the people that play like they control the time, right? Let's say that they decided to label the people that look like me morons. And then so I'm gonna sit here and I say, I'm not a motherfucking moron. Someone's gonna get mad at that. Like your name that was given to you, put on your birth certificate, that's part of the process. I'm not saying it's wrong to name your kids. You gotta name your kids, you know, whatever, you gotta know what to call them, but it should also be standard for that kid to reach a particular age, or that person to grow up to a particular age and then decide that maybe they don't want their name. Like that should be something like you should get something mail-in ballot that says, you know, hey, you know, you're this age. Do you still like your name? Would you like to change your name to something else? Something that's more suiting to you. Something that you choose. Something that's yours. But for some reason, that shit is not normal. This concept of just accepting labels that people provide to you, and then accepting what comes with that label, the rules that come with that label, how you gotta live by that label to be a part of that label. So, you know, let's talk about the stuff that, you know, the quote unquote racist things that we used to hear back in the day. Oh, black people, big lips. Black people, boisterous, loud, love to laugh loud, argue, angry. Black people, fried chicken, watermelon. Black people, barbecues and gospel music, right? Rap music. That's black people shit, right? That's what black people do. But who the fuck told you that shit? Who made those rules? Who made those rules? Who wrote that shit down? And it's okay to write that shit down. It's okay to adhere to whatever type of rule, whatever type of label, whatever type of color you want to be. It's cool. But understand that you were not born black. You were born whatever the fuck you were. They labeled you something, just like they gave you your name. And you roll with it. use all these words and we just ride with these words. Herd mentality, herd immunity. Herd. I'm not cattle. I'm not cattle. I'm not bovine. I'm not sheep. So it doesn't apply. And people want to look at me and they want to argue with me, or they want to debate with me because, oh, I'm being too, what's the word? Critical of words, or I'm putting too much value on the definition of words. Most people that I come in contact with, when they come at me with whatever type of debate, whatever type of format of information they want to provide to me that's going to be contrary to what I'm trying to say about myself, to be forthright about myself, is always information from somebody else. Somebody that deemed the words that they said to them as fact. And they accepted that and they're going to try to regurgitate that shit at me. But when I tell them that you're using those words wrong, you want to be a part of the herd? Fine. You want to be considered some sort of animal? Fine. But please don't come knocking on my door with some sort of conversation, because I don't want to be considered some sort of bovine. I don't want to be considered what the definition of what they say black is. Absent of all color. How I'm colored and I'm absent of all color at the same time. But y'all ride with that. Y'all run with that. They give us all these different types of categories and levels and all this shit about being black. And none of that shit applies. And people walking around saying they're not black, they got motherfuckers so confused, all of a sudden that person, he hates himself. Man, just like y'all don't give a fuck about me, I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Just like y'all don't give a fuck about me. You go on Twitter, you can go on Facebook, and you can type all the shit you want to type and how you support shit, and you know, get behind shit, and you cape for shit. We all know it's bullshit. We all know you don't even cape for your fucking self like that. Most people on the internet cape for other people through the internet more than they cape for themselves in real life. So what you think they do to those people in real life? They don't give a fuck. It's okay. My feelings are not hurt. My feelings are not hurt at all about that shit. Your feelings should not be hurt either. That's how you live. But you know what we do? We walk around acting like it. Then we can't keep up that fucking charade for so long. We can't keep it up for so long. And then so when that shit break, when we break character, right? We break character, we're asshole. We're insensitive. We're conceited. We're selfish. No. It's normal. It's normal. People I care about, when they're hungry, I ask them if they're hungry. I cook them something to eat. I give them a meal. I give them a plate. Don't be talking about you want to feed the homeless. You don't go outside and feed your neighbors. You don't even share your sugar with your neighbors. Stop playing. Understand that your whole life is living according to labels. Your whole life is living according to labels. And that shit is contradictory to every motherfucking thing that you think you are. You don't even know who you are. You're nothing but a box of labels. You're black. You're white. Are you? Are you just so simple? You can just be quantified in that type of way. You go to sleep at night, don't even understand your own dreams, but someone that you've never met is just gonna just have you be born and place you in a category, and you're gonna ride with that. And you're gonna take everything that comes with it, the good and the bad. Motherfuckers mad about racism and all that bullshit. Yeah, that shit matters because you're black. Because you're black. Say you're not black. Say you're not black. Now who they talking about? Who they oppressing now? Who? They gave a label to oppression, and we accepted that shit and said that's ours. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. And they know what the fuck I'm talking about. They know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck that shit. I'm not fucking black. I'm not fucking black. You don't fucking name me. You don't fucking know me. You can't categorize me. You You can't pigeonhole me. Oh, you walking with kings, with goddesses and all that shit, but you gonna let somebody label you. Be gods and goddesses. Where does the word God come from? Where does the word God come from? That's a Germanic term. Some German motherfuckers created that shit. Are you German or are you black? Are you a German god? You don't even know how you talking. You don't even know what you're saying, but you just caping. You cape for fucking everything. I'm none of them motherfucking things. I'm none of them things. I don't revere none of them things. I don't give power to none of them things. I give power to me. Solely, only. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all fighting over other motherfuckers' business. This spiritual community. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a spiritual community? How is there parameters to a fucking spirit? How are there parameters to a spirit? Y'all all confused. Spiritual community, that's impossible. It's impossible. There's no such thing as a fucking spiritual community. Y'all motherfuckers trying to mix how you feel as a human being with how things are esoterically. That shit don't work like that. It doesn't fucking work like that. That's why you fucking running into all these obstacles, listening to all these dumbass people. All these people are just preachers. You know how you trying to run from the church and all their religion and all that shit and their structures and their rules and how you need to be order to get to some sort of promised land, or if you don't do that, you're not going to get to the promised land. It's the same fucking shit. Y'all are just trying to revamp Christianity or revamp fucking Catholicism, revamp fucking anything. Y'all trying to revamp shit because y'all don't know how to do nothing differently but from how they taught you to do it. Y'all can't follow, y'all can't create your own script. Everything you do is according to that script. This is why this is assimilation. This is why they say shit is assimilation, because they gave you everything you have. They know how you're gonna fucking use everything you have. You're predictable as fuck. They know how black people act. They know how white people act, because y'all have taken that fucking pill and accepted that shit. That's what makes it a fucking simulation. It doesn't have to be so fucking high tech. You're very predictable. They gave you a script. You accepted that script. You accepted that fucking role, and you're predictable. They know what the fuck you're gonna do. It's not fucking rocket science. Rocket science. Shit, saying it might be, but shit, it's not fucking rocket science. Tighten the fuck up. Y'all niggas is clinging on to so much bullshit that's not even you. Fighting for shit that's not even yours. Fighting for fucking wind. Whack. I ain't with that shit. Nah, don't call me nothing. I don't even know where I was fucking going with this video, yo. How was it? Y'all, stop fighting for the bullshit that ain't even yours. I'll let y'all.